Hi, welcome to this session. In the previous session, we understood what are the relationship between sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec in terms of the adjacent, the opposite and the hypotenuse. So here, once again, we are going to just find out the relationship among the functions, among the trigonometric functions itself. So let me quickly draw a figure of a right triangle first, and keeping that as basis, we will find out the relationship among the functions, the trigonometrical functions that we have here. So let's say that we have this triangle ABC in which we are calling C angle to be theta at first, B angle is 90 degrees. That means angle A becomes 90 minus theta, because sum of the angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees and B angle itself is 90 degrees. So the sum of the remaining two angles A and C should be 90 degrees, and if one of them is theta, then this one becomes 90 minus theta. Now on the left side, let's quickly write down that what is the adjacent, what is the opposite, and what is the hypotenuse. So adjacent and opposite and hypotenuse. So we should understand that adjacent is basically the base, opposite is equal to the perpendicular, hypotenuse is equal to the edge. And let's assume that we have these three sides, and let me just assume their lengths 3, 4, 5, because sides 3, 4, 5 form a right triangle. So considering theta angle, now theta is the major important angle here. The adjacent becomes 4, the perpendicular is 3, the hypotenuse here is 5. Now we can quickly find out the relationships here. That sine theta, which is equal to perpendicular over hypotenuse, or we can say the opposite over hypotenuse, can be written as 3 over 5. Cos theta, which is base over hypotenuse, or we can call it the adjacent over hypotenuse, is equal to 4 upon 5, because the adjacent is 4. And the tan theta, which is equal to perpendicular over base, or you may call it the adjacent, the opposite over adjacent, is equal to 3 over 4. Now if you see these three relationships, you can understand that if we take sine theta over cos theta, this 5 will be cancelled out, we will be left with 3 over 4. So that gives us one relationship, that tan theta is equal to the sine theta over cos theta. So that's one of the very important relationships that we must know. Anyway, we can see that tan theta is equal to perpendicular over base, and if perpendicular over hypotenuse is divided by perpendicular base over hypotenuse, then we will be left with perpendicular over base. But now there is another thing that I wanted to bring in picture. Now let's assume that we are considering 90 minus theta as the primary angle here. If 90 minus theta is the primary angle, then the adjacent changes, because now the adjacent or the base becomes 3, because the side which is adjacent to this 90 minus theta is 3. The opposite here becomes equal to 4, opposite which is also equal to the perpendicular, that is 4. Well, but hypotenuse remains as it is, which is equal to 5. Which means if we were to find out the value of sine 90 minus theta, then sine 90 minus theta, which is equal to the perpendicular over hypotenuse or opposite over hypotenuse, becomes 4 over 5. Right? Similarly, we can say that cos of 90 minus theta becomes equal to, now cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse or adjacent over hypotenuse. So we can say here the adjacent is 3, hypotenuse is 5, and the tan 90 minus theta becomes the perpendicular over base or opposite over adjacent, that is equal to, opposite is 4, adjacent is 3, 4 over 3. Now if we compare these three left relationships with these three rightmost relationships, then there is also one understanding that we can see, that cos theta, which is 4 by 5, is equal to sine 90 minus theta. So that's one more inference, cos theta is equal to sine of 90 minus theta. We can use this once again, we can prove this once again using the coordinate plane as well, that we will see in the later videos. But from here we should understand that cos theta, which is 4 by 5 here, is equal to sine 90 minus theta. So this is another very important property that is used in SAT questions. And similarly, we can say that sine theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. You see, sine theta is equal to 3 by 5 and cos 90 minus theta is equal to 3 by 5. And we can also see that tan theta and tan 90 minus theta are actually reciprocal of each other, and tan 90 minus theta can also be written as 1 over cot 90 minus theta, right? So we can say that tan theta becomes equal to cot 90 minus theta, because you can see that tan theta is equal to 3 by 4. So cot 90 minus theta will also be equal to 3 by 4. Therefore, tan theta is equal to cot 90 minus theta. So there are these three very important relationships as well that we have actually been able to infer by using this simple right triangle. And these inferences are also quite useful in finding out the answer of some unknown. For example, sometimes the question gives us this angle theta, gives us this 4, but doesn't give us this 3. So we can use the trigonometrical properties to find out this unknown if we know two of the known things. I hope you enjoyed this explanation. Thank you so much.